Good evening, world. It is nowhere near past my bedtime, but I feel like it's past my bedtime because I don't sleep much anymore because I work a lot. Life. Yay. Don't ever grow up. It's you see those things on Facebook that say don't ever grow up. It's a trap. It is a trap. All you do is pay bills and rustle around your kitchen for the most edible thing possible. It's terrible. Although it does have its perks. There are perks to being an adult. I can't think of any offhand, but I promise there are some. No. So I'm gonna start trying to do more videos. And a lot of them are gonna probably, for now, be me talking to myself in my apartment, which I do on a regular basis anyways. Why not film it? And I'm gonna try and do some more YouTube stuff. Not for the money and not for any sort of following or things like that, just because I started watching Julian, Jenna Marbles' boyfriend, a long while ago, actually. And he just put out a video that he had submitted for this thing called Bufferfest in Canada. And it's called What is a Vlog? If you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend it. It's very interesting. But there's some things that he put in there that just kind of stuck with me. So we live in the age of technology, and it's all very fast, and it's very happening, and it's now, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. And what he said in the vlog was, well, it's called What is a Vlog? And he described it as awkward at the time, but awesome later. But then he also said it's kind of like a time lapse of your life. And that kind of stuck with me because we have Facebook right now, which if any of you use Facebook and have used Facebook for more than 5 years, you'll know where I'm coming from, in the sense that you can look back on your old photos, you can look back on your old posts, as cringeworthy as they may be, because you were a dramatic teenager and now you've grown up a little bit. And every time Time Hop tells you that you've got a new status from like 10 years ago and you want to cry. It's very stressful, but it's all very eye-opening at the same time, because you realize, yes, I was a very dramatic human being however many years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but look at where I am now. Now, drama may be present in my life, but it's not my drama for the most part. I'm a very nosy person. I like to know things, even though I may have no business knowing these things. I'm just nosy. But you can look back and you can see how far you've actually come. And you can start to think about everything that you could have done or shouldn't have done but did, and things like that. So it was cool to see myself grow through Facebook, and that's why I kind of appreciate Time Hop in a frame, just because it saves me the trouble of flipping back all the way to 2009, 2010, things like that. But the more I thought about it, and after I watched that vlog from Julian, I started to think of how cool it would be to videotape the entire thing. So yes, I'll still have Facebook, and I'll still have Twitter, and I'll still have Instagram, and all of those things, because I am a human being in 2016 who uses those things on a semi-regular basis. I don't normally post a lot. But at the same time, I'm looking at it in the sense of, in 20 years, I want to kind of be able to look back and see how much more I've grown, but in a more visual way. So I can see how my thoughts have changed since Facebook and Time Hop and all of that is a thing. But I want to see how my mannerisms change, and I want to see how I maybe one day can cut the word like out of my vocabulary unless I'm using it in a useful term. Excuse me. But yeah, it's crazy because I think about when I was a kid and I think about how different my life could have been. I didn't have the best childhood, and it definitely could have pushed me in a direction that nobody ever wants to be in. But I was raised by a lot of very strong women and a lot of wonderful men in my life, and because of them, I am who I am today. I am more adult, more independent, more responsible. I try to be as reliable as possible. So, even now, again, looking back at Time Hop, there's some, I think it was today, there was one post that I had posted about how I was mad at my family for some, I don't even remember the basis of it. But looking back on it, I remember being, like, once you read it and you realize at that time, like, where you were and what you were doing and what you were thinking. And I don't think I could ever be that angry at my family again. And I don't know if that's because, like, I don't live with them anymore and they're not constantly in my face or in my room or, you know, in my personal area. But I just think back about how naive I was and how ungrateful I was. Like, when your grandparents call you an ungrateful little shit, they probably really meant it. Because I know mine meant it. And now that I read back and look at everything that I've said on Facebook and on Twitter and everything and that likes, yeah, I was very much an ungrateful little shit. And I would like to apologize for that on so many different levels. But now that I am a very grateful human being and I've realized the opportunities that I've had at my age, I want to document them. And again, a lot of them are probably going to start out here. They're going to be in my room because I don't do too much but work. But hopefully one day, and not too far into the future, I can branch out and I can move this to the outside world and have wonderful adventures that I can document and look back on when I'm old and look at them as fond memories. And then I can also look at the hard times and all the times that I was just distraught and had no clue what to do. And maybe it'll help me later in life. But for now, I'm just gonna talk. And it's gonna be me and a camera in my apartment by myself. And I'm gonna see what happens. Like a video scrapbook. Let's do this. Oh, and I have no form of editing whatsoever. So everything, if anybody ever watches this, that you see is everything that I just recorded and threw online. So we'll see what happens. All right. I think my laundry's done, finally. And might be making dinner soon. We'll see. Have a good night. Bye.